Okay, Matt here with ProTech Machinery. We're really excited to bring this machine to you today. This is the Altendorf Hebrock F5 fully loaded automatic Edgebander. And this thing has the 3D interface, LED lighting, the mobile package with the wheels. It's got pre-mill, end trim, top and bottom, profile scraping, flat scraping, buffing, and 3 cleaning stations on this thing. Again, fully loaded. This is the top of the line F5 with all the options selected. So we're gonna go through this machine with you, walk you through the various steps in operation, how to set it up, how to do some of the programming. If you like this kind of content, please consider liking and subscribing. It really helps us support the channel and bring more videos like this to you. Let's jump right into it. Okay, in this first clip, a customer called us up. They were having a problem with their old Edgebander. We told them to bring the rest of the job over to our showroom. Let's run it on the new F5. And I was blown away with the results of this wood tape and how it went on. Looks phenomenal. Customer was very, very happy. And it just shows you the versatility of these F5 Altendorf edgebanding machines. Okay, if you look real closely in the lower left, you might see a shot of the mobile wheels with locks. Those work really well. Don't try to put your own on. Just get the factory supplied ones. They're easy to retrofit. If you don't already have it on your machine, you can definitely add it. Right now we're going to do a glue purge. You're going to get to see how that works if we hit the glue icon in the settings. First, we can see that this machine is easily set up for EVA, standard glue, or PUR. And then it also has a purging button. That's simply going to bump up about 30 degrees, lower the viscosity, and let that glue run out. It's got a built-in purging system that uses cardboard inlay, so you can easily replace that when it gets full or dirty. And so we're going to kind of run through that whole thing. After doing that wood tape job with some tan glue, we're now going to switch to melamine white panels. So we're going to go ahead and use the white glue that goes with it. If I had the optional extra glue pot, I could simply swap that out in less than a minute. But because I only have one glue pot with this particular machine, I'm going to go ahead and show you how the purging system works. So this metal rod with the handle on the top, that just threads into the table for storage. We can actually unthread that, and now we're going to stick that in the bottom. There is a plate beneath the glue pot that basically serves as a door. So once I thread that rod in, I can pull that door open or closed. And so now that we've reached temperature, it just takes a few minutes to get to temperature. I'm going to go ahead and pull that door, and you can already see that tan glue mixture pouring out really easily. Again, that's falling down that cardboard trough. You get about 5 of those with a machine. You can order more at any time. And that's really going to be easy to swap out and keep your whole system clean. Same with the box below where all that glue is going to drop into. So it's really nice to have that built in on the machine. We don't even need a separate purging table. Don't need to purchase anything extra. This comes with the machine as is. Okay, a few seconds later, you can see that glue starting to pour down into the box. And you can probably tell that after you do this a few times, some of that glue does build up over time as it hardens. So eventually you will want to replace that cardboard insert. It just snaps right in, snaps out, put a new one in. But for now, we're going to go ahead and let that glue drain out of there, and then we'll go to the next step. Okay, let's check in and see how we're doing on this. It looks like we're almost drained. We'll take a quick peek below, see how much glue is still pouring out of that trap door. Yep, still a little bit flowing out of there. It's kind of like draining your engine oil in your car. You can wait till every last drop, but once the majority is out of there, we're usually pretty good. We'll go ahead and call that perfect, and we will turn off the high temp purging. Go back to normal temperature, and we can close this door so we're done draining. We'll leave that handle in for now because we're going to use it again soon. But typically, once we're done, you're going to want to put that back on the table, thread it in, just so somebody doesn't come by and bump that or accidentally pull that out and waste all your glue and throw it back down into that cardboard box again. So let's look over here at our glue. So this came with the machine from the factory. Nice to have a little sample included with the machine. We have that Doris KS 217 white and then the matching tan as well. Because we went back and forth and only had that one glue pot, we're going to go ahead and clean it. We happen to have some cleaner here. That's Jowatt 931.20, That's your standard EVA glue cleaning pellets. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and pour that in now. We're just gonna take a Starbucks venti cup and go ahead and fill that area in our glue pot with those pellets. One pro tip for these cleaning pellets, keep the temperature at the standard 190. You don't need to use the purging temperature. And also, only leave it in there for 15 or 20 minutes. Don't leave it overnight, and do not let the system open and close on it while that cleaner is in there. Just do a quick clean and then dump that cleaner out. And then I'm actually gonna rinse with some white glue, which we're gonna put in next. Okay, we'll check on this. Again, this is a super quick heat up time, only about 3.5 minutes on the F5. Then that will start spinning, and then let it spin for about 10 or 15 minutes before you dump that and put the new glue in. Okay, this is probably one of the fastest quick change glue pots around, so you can watch the timer here. We're gonna place it right in here. That's in. You've got 2 air connections. They're snap-in, they're different sizes, you can't get them wrong. And then we have 1 power quick disconnect right here. And that's done. It's that quick. Just one thing, don't forget the thumb screw. That's the lock that goes right here. It drops in. And then we thread it. Until it's nice and snug. And then it is complete. Okay, so we put some of the white Doris KS217 in, and we ran it for about 20 minutes or so. We're gonna go ahead and purge that now. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back to here. We're gonna go to settings. I'm gonna choose the purge button. That's gonna bump it up about 30 degrees. Get the viscosity a little bit thinner, so this will drain out nice and smooth. And the reason I wanna do that is, of course I'm wasting a little bit of the white glue, but I'm really just flushing out any last bit of that cleaner pellets, making sure that once we've drained this and refilled it one last time, that we've got 100% of glue in there, ready to go, gonna give us that really strong bond, and we are ready for production. So again, we'll let this get up to temp. It'll just take a minute or so. And we're gonna go ahead and pull that knob, release a little bit of that white glue that we had put in there, and then we're ready to fill that up and get into production. So as you can see, a huge difference. We've now got that nice, bright, white glue on that roller. It's no longer clear. It's no longer the tan that we had originally. So we are back to the nice white version. That's gonna be great for our white on white, white melamine and white tape, whether it's the 1/2 mil or 1 mil. And I'm gonna let that run for just a minute. And we're gonna drain that little bit of glue and then refill it to the top and be ready for production. Okay, that white is all melted. We're gonna go ahead and pull the handle and drop this last bit out. Okay, that little bit of white glue is pouring out real nice. Give that a couple of minutes, and then we'll be ready to fill with fresh glue and start production. Okay, and here we're taking a look at the loading side of the Altendorf F5 automatic Edgebander. Everything is well thought out, from the construction, the fit and finish. There's even these cool stops. You get a couple of positions where you can stop this support rail in position on both the right and the left side. And there's also a leg support that drops here. So once you get this in place, that'll actually drop and the wheel will touch the ground. And you can move this in and out, or you can store it if you're not using it. Okay, now looking at the opposite side of this F5 with the LED lights on and the hoods up, we're going to take a closer look at the working units. And up front here is a couple of knobs. We can change these simultaneously. That is for your tape thickness, whether you're running 0.5 or 1 millimeter. When you do want to change tape, you simply move those dials plus or minus. Up here we have 2 locks and another dial that is for your pre-mill adjustment. So if you want to take off a 1/2 mil or 1 mil on your pre-mill, you can simply adjust that right there as we go. Now, the first working station that we have here is the pre-milling station. Those are two counter-rotating heads, and those are Light's Whisper Cut tooling, and those are diamond inserts. So it costs us a little bit more up front, but for you, a lot more economical to change those in the future. Next up is our quick change glue pot. So if you have a second glue pot and you want to change that out when you're changing colors, it makes it very, very simple. Two quick disconnects on the air, one thumb screw down below, and then simply pull the power cable up top. And that whole thing comes out in a matter of seconds. Very, very simple to do. Then next we have the front and rear end trim blade, of course, and the main milling station. Now that has the optional 3-point adjustment, so we can do a chamfer, radius, or flush trim. Next, the profile scraper that can be easily selected from the controller for 1 or 2 millimeter. And then after that, we have our corner rounding station. I love this corner rounder, works very well. Right now, as you can see, we have the radius 2 motor in there. You can have a second motor, and you can swap that out for 1 millimeter or 2 millimeter as needed. We also have the spraying and the cleaning stations, of course. This is the third cleaning station on this machine, right next to those flat scrapers. And then finishing off, we have the buffing wheels. Another option on this machine is the mobility package. You can see the wheels here. Because of that well thought out dust extraction and the manifold is internal, giving you one dust outlet, that makes it real simple to be able to move this thing around if you wanted to get the mobile package. You don't have a huge dust control manifold up top to worry about. And you can see through these windows here what our level is on our cleaning liquids. That's a nice touch. Here's the front cleaning spray up here, top and bottom, right before the pre-mill. And that's going to be the anti-adhesive spray, and in the back is going to be that finishing or cleaning spray. Okay, one more thing I want to talk about when it comes to glue is the fact that all of these Altendorf Edgebanders come standard with the ability to use EVA or PUR by a touch of a button. We can just click right here on PUR. This machine is ready to run PUR. If you're going to do that often, I would recommend looking into our PUR box. It's going to slow that hardening process so you can drop that quick change glue pot in the box when you're not using it, not running the machine. You can get up to 7 days between cleanings that way. If you're going to run a lot of PUR, that's a great way to go. Looking at the programs here, as soon as we pick a program, you can hear it adjust the various stations to exactly how you have that program set. If we look at the front here, we have our pre-mill, of course, then our end trim, our top and bottom, our profile scraping, the corner rounding, which is off right now, flat scraping, and buffing. Down here at the bottom, spraying was already on, but I'll just click on the nesting feature and you can hear that turning on and off. We also have that third set of sprayers on the right-hand side there. And that nesting feature is great. What that's going to allow you to do is run anything like an MDF door where you're going to have hinge hardware cups that have already been machined. You can run those down, and the machine is going to lock in place on the main milling station and the profile scraping for those particular panels so that you don't have any damage to the panel when those wheels jump up into those hinge holes. So a really cool feature there. Now we're going to go ahead and just set this thing up, turn the stations we want on, pick the program we want, and go ahead and run some samples for you. So let's do that now. The other thing I really love is the live preview here down below. It shows you, based on the settings you chose, what the profile is going to look like, whether it's going to be radius, chamfered, or a straight flush trim. And we can mess with those settings any way you like, because again, we have that 3-point optional adjustment milling station. And again, one of my favorite features is the fact that you can save your program. So now I'm just choosing a program and hit one button to turn everything on. And I don't have to pick and choose which stations get turned on, which ones get turned off. That's all chosen by the program that I created. So I can have similar results and have them repeated consistently with great finishes. Okay, this process I'm going to show you in real time just so you can see how quick it is. I'm going to do a tape change. I'm going from 0.5 millimeter tape to 1 millimeter tape. So I'm going to turn these knobs simultaneously from 0.5 to 1.0, and now I'm done. And because most people like to program their material in a way where they take off with the pre-mill the same amount of tape they're putting on, we'll go ahead and do that too. So again, we're going from 0.5 to 1.0. I just unlock the two locks up top, and I just move that dial from 0.5 to 1. I lock them back in place, and I'm ready to go. It's that quick. Now that I've changed the tape, I'm simply going to change the program. You can see I just clicked on that top program, number 1, which is a 1 millimeter tape program. You can see if I change to a different one, you can hear different settings and different stations get turned on and off automatically. but that's how quick and easy you can change programs. So I'm looking down here, yep, everything's set for 1, just like we just did. So I'll go ahead and turn that program on. All the stations that I want are activated, and if I'm ready to go, I simply hit the start button and we can start running. If I want to turn on something like sprayers that weren't included in the program, I can do that now. Okay, I'm going to grab my panel here, see if we can load this with one hand while also holding the camera. And there we go. So we're using our sprayers, we're using the pre-mill, obviously the glue, the end trim, the top and bottom, profile scraping, no corner rounding on this panel yet, flat scraping, more spraying, and the buffing. Now I'm going to do my best to get the best camera angles I can to really zoom in, but you really got to see this in person to see just how nice the quality is. And it's just as nice on the top as it is on the bottom of the panel. I think 1mm is probably my preferred favorite thickness for tape. Now don't get me wrong, it does a fabulous job on 0.5. There's just not a lot of meat there to do much with. So you can see the real quality and the shape and the chamfer and the radius options when you're using the 1 and 2mm. Now we're just going to click one button here, corner rounding on. Our program stays the same. We just turned on the corner rounding. So if you've run all of your parts that need corner rounding, you've run 2 sides of all those parts, you've got those pile of parts back. Now you can turn on the corner rounding and run that 3rd and 4th side along the edges here, and we're going to have that corner rounder activated. Okay, running one more panel here for you. And see if we can get a little bit closer up in some of these stations on how this is working. Again, we have our same 1mm program selected. We're doing the first couple of sides, and then we'll activate corner rounding. We're just going through the profile scraping now, coming up with the flat scraper and the sprayers, and the buffing. And again, we'll try to get the best camera view possible right off the machine. Take a look at this glue line and how that quality looks. Again, very, very clean, top and bottom. Now, there's a couple of reasons we bring these machines in and keep them in stock in our Loomis, California showroom. And I'm talking about besides just having them available to sell. 2 separate reasons. Number 1, we want to run these machines. We want to install them in our shop. We want to run them, try the 1/2 mil, 1 mil, 2 mil, and have a full variety of stuff run through here. That helps us better understand these machines and see just the kind of quality that comes off this bander. But number 2, and most importantly, I think, is we want to have this available to you, the end customer, the end user, the potential buyer. We want you to be able to come in and see this machine working in person before making that final decision. So if you want to bring panels, you want to bring your own tape, we're happy to run panels with you and show you this machine inside and out so you're fully comfortable with that purchase you're making and that investment you're making in a new bander for your shop. Once again, we're taking a look as close as we can with these camera angles to get the best view of this glue line, this fit and finish, this profile of this tape on the white on white. It looks really nice. I hope it looks as good on camera as it does in person. But again, to get the full effect, you're going to have to come to the shop and check it out. We're available to make an appointment anytime. Just send us a text, you can email, you can call, we'd be happy to help. We're going to take this back and run one more side here. We're going to turn on the corner rounder. Again, that's just one button. The same program, we don't have to change programs. Just activates the corner rounder on the next panel we run. We're going to go ahead and run that side now. We'll push that through. You can see that corner rounder working. Goes through the flat scraper, the sprayer, the buffing, and here it is again, the final product. I really like how this is coming out. You can check out the edges, the corners. Everything looks really good, super smooth. Just can't say enough of how much I love the finish coming off of these Edgebanders. Okay, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope this information and detailed walkthrough was helpful. Again, would be happy to work with you. You can text us, email us, give us a phone call. Would be happy to set something up if you want to bring your own panels, bring some tape. We can run some of your own product. I've got a variety of the Ray Howe product and tape in-house. I also have plenty of glue, whether that's the Doris tan, white, and a variety of Joe Watt glue as well. Be happy to show you this machine. This has been the Altendorf Hebrock F5 fully loaded Edgebander with the LED lights, the mobility package, and the cleaning and spraying stations. Thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate it. If you like this, please hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this in the future. And here's one last look up close at our 15-inch LED touchscreen that stores 40 programs and has those 3D visual representations of your workpieces based on the settings you chose. Okay, we're at the end of the video, but you're still watching. If you made it this far, then you like details. I love the Hebrock Altendorf. Now this will happen automatically if you just leave the machine sit, but you can also press the glue button on the touchscreen. And then watch here. Done. That glue gate, that glue valve just closed. That closes the glue valve, prevents any glue from spilling out, and also stops spinning that glue roller. And that's something that happens in probably less than a minute after you turn off that glue heating element. And then the machine is ready to turn off safely. But even with these hoods closed, everything looks really nice, really clean, good quality hoods, good quality plastic on the glass here. But that's it for now. Again, thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.